All right. Oh wow, what a smooth fucking intro and goddamn, that was good. That was good. I'm sorry, folks. I can't help it. I'm a fucking professional. Anyways, no one in the chat yet, but we will set up the show. Anyone watching later on? I don't know why, but you know, I'm gonna just see what we are gonna do. We are going to probably watch some Fiveish tonight. Maybe some Gothic King Cobra. I'm gonna give you some updates on what's happening with the podcast. I have some pretty nice news. And then we're probably gonna chill. If there's anyone in the chat, we'll just chat with them, see what's up. And then we're going to watch probably Fiveish. We're gonna watch Fiveish at some point tonight. Because, Jesus Christ, I love Fiveish. Excuse me. See, as I burped, push the mic away, because I'm a goddamn professional who just doesn't get paid. Which, granted, that is the only actual mark of a professional, is that you get paid. That is the actual, definition. But let's see what we got. I think I will... it says no one in the chat, Mom, so... I don't know what the fuck is up with StreamYard then, if it's displaying no one. But also, I can't see who's in here. Apparently, I can't even get a correct tally of how many people are in here. But, whatever. We are going to, where do we start? Where do we start? We could start with Gothic King Cobra. We could start with the, Fiveish. I'll take suggestions. Anyone want to start somewhere? You know what we could do? We could watch some Oxide videos. That guy's pretty cool. Apparently he's some like LARPer sort of, but like tactical LARPer. Like he basically does airsoft but with blanks, which that's pretty fucking cool. And then he makes like music videos. Hopefully those don't get me popped, but they're like obscure like Russian techno, which that does remind me. There's a Little Bigs, I think, is the band I just discovered. I mean, also, you can't see... Oh, Jesus. You could just call me if you want to just chat, Mom. This is showtime. But, you know what? Let's start with a... God, there is a lot. There is a lot to just talk about. How about we start with... no, that'll get me popped. I think we're going to start with Oxide. Let's do him. This is some dude who is, I found a while back, but I never really kept up with. But he's like a kind of a LARPer. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start with the news on the podcast, where I just talked to my next guest, Chad Law, writer of such fucking, like, They are like great little niche action independent cinema movies where they're not like incredibly they're not Kino, let's say, but they're fucking very fun. They are very my style. They're my speed of movie, and honestly, I think I'm gonna get a lot from him in terms of just the questions I ask, as I do writing myself for like what are hopefully going to be like independent level budget movies, but like good. And I actually worked on a movie he wrote called The Hit List. I was like, wasn't attached to the production in any real meaningful way. Actually, I think that got removed. I think I just realized a bunch of my credits on IMDb seemed... Actually, no, I think that one's still up there. But a bunch of my IMDb credits got removed, and it might be because IMDb is starting to maybe remove production assistants or something. Let me check. Let me check that, because I had I had a Table for Three that was removed. I think Hit List is still on there. Yeah. Additional crew. Yeah, but... Yeah, I don't understand why a few of my things got just removed. Bridesmaid would absolutely get me popped, so no. No, I think they're great, Tombstone. I think they're fucking great. In fact, some of the best independent action cinema. They're just not like high art, and they don't try to be, which is what makes them great. But yeah, Chad Law is very likely going to be. I just talked to him on Instagram. I was going to plan this weekend, but he's a little busy. Hopefully, I'll have the new system by then. I'm planning on trying to get a new system. But yeah, Chad is extremely like I understand that what I enjoy can range wildly in terms of like I do have the story. I did meet Chad at the premiere of like the actors got together and it was his first theatrical thing. I think I actually don't know. It was William Kaufman's movie which he wrote, Daylight's End, and a bunch of the actors got together because it was their first, or not their first, but like. It was in theaters, a limited run of theaters, because of copyright, Mom. Jesus Christ. Because I'm playing a scene from a copyrighted movie, that's why. Again, you're putting words in my mouth, not lesser. But I met him there at the Daylight's End, basically a little impromptu premiere, which was great. Which was a theatrically released movie, which was awesome to see it on the big screen. I'm trying to get a copy of it on Blu-ray, but I am going to have to import it because physical releases are pretty expensive, and these are lower budget films, which, granted, nowadays is actually no longer that detrimental in terms of fidelity or quality. Like, Daylight's End has some scenes that are like, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna put you in timeout if you keep whining. Jesus Christ. Actually, you know what? Timeout. You're timed out. 5 minutes in the hole. It's revenge for my childhood. All the timeout you put me in. You're in my chat and timeout. Anyways, but yeah. The Hit List, great movie. It always reminded me of when I saw it of Collateral, but kind of like, not in a way that feels derivative, but it is very Collateral vibe. I don't think any of the work I did was really used in it, because I was just a PA on like a third unit stuff that the producers had filmed. So I don't think it was ever in the movie, but it is actually probably my favorite movie that I'm credited on. So, I mean, I was going to say, especially now that April Rain's off, but no, April Rain, second. April Rain had the best experience, though. Exactly, Tombstone. While I am just backhandedly trying to compliment my guest, but making him look not great, please don't interrupt me while I'm doing that. But yeah, Hit List is a great little movie. It's got Cole Hauser. It's got Cuba Gooding Jr. I'm pretty sure it has Matt Beckham, who recently passed away, unfortunately. But he was like this kind of like... I believe he was a childhood friend of the director, William Kaufman's. But he's kind of I wouldn't say a running joke, but it is very funny to... Every movie I see that Sonny Puzikas was in that one. Nice. I didn't know they'd met that early. Sonny Puzikas is an ex. I think this might be debated, but I know him as. Oh, really? Matt Beckham isn't in that one. That's also cinematography by Mark Rutledge. Guy works with the same people a lot, and it's good because not only are this is like loyalty. Excuse me. Not only is this like an indicator of loyalty, but it's also he works with really good people. Like Mark Rutledge, great like cinematographer on the independent level. Like, because I feel I have to point that out, which I really shouldn't, but just independent in this day just means not really released in theaters to me, which is not because if you've seen the shit that gets released in theaters, I enjoy a lot of independent shit more. But Daylight's End was extremely my speed because of the fact that it is like two things I really enjoy is like tactical nerd shit and zombies and vampires. Actually, they're closer to vampires in my eyes. It's like basically it's Gun Nerd Omega Man is how I kind of describe it, which is absolutely a compliment in my eyes. But that's strange. I seem to have found the one that doesn't have Matt Beckham. But he's in almost every William Kaufman movie, and he's a very fun actor to just see. It's like the last one I saw him in was is a movie called Brave, or The Brave. Apologies, that's on Netflix currently, I believe. I believe that's how I saw it, not on Prime. But that's a good one. That was I had different expectations of what it was when I was going into The Brave, which I knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be fun, good action, but there's a like William Kaufman as the director. He's one of my favorite directors overall, but definitely on the non-theatrical release movies, definitely top tier. The top of like independent directors, my favorite. He is the top. And I think his best movie currently, from what I've seen, has got to be Sinners and Saints, which I've heard rumors there's about to be a sequel, which honestly is a little odd because the movie kind of does end on a note that doesn't not leave room for a sequel, but it is a very self-contained movie. I've heard it's evocative of Lethal Weapon, which I haven't seen in a while, but it's about like that quality of a buddy cop movie that's very high fidelity, high production value, very good. And I think that is William Kaufman's like magnum opus. I think that is definitely the movie he's going to be remembered for best. Granted, his career is just really starting, in my opinion. He did something that I thought was impossible, and Chad Law actually wrote this one, is he made Jarhead 3, which was not a bad movie, which, if you've seen Jarhead 2, which, granted, the fact that there is a Jarhead 2 and then a 3, and now there's actually 4. I think there might be a 5th one, too. But Jarhead is a movie that should never have become a franchise, just by the nature of what it is. Oh, Jody, by the way, while you're here, is the sound good? Because, okay, I have mono audio, I have all that shit. So, sounds good, right, Jody? Just because you are actually my most reliable person on the fidelity of my streams. So, because I asked people, oh, is the sound good? And then it's like, oh no, it's in mono now. No, it's not in stereo. And it's garbage. So I rely on you to keep my stuff honest. But the Brave, God, I'm everywhere today. But okay, that's good, very good. Appreciate the check on that. Brave was really good, and it really did feel like that Sinners and Saints quality, where there's this kind of, I guess it's pretty intangible. Well, that's weird that Matt isn't in this one either, because he had lines, so I don't understand why he wasn't credited. I guess since it might have been B-roll, but yeah, well, huh. That's weird that he's not in that credits. But I think he typically also produces a little bit, or did. He's sadly passed away. But he's a guy, it's like, he's a personality where it's like, hell yeah, dude, this guy's having fun. And I just had started to really appreciate seeing him in all these movies, and it was a big shame that he passed. Yeah, I can't do OBS right now because my processor is garbage, but I will definitely make a note of that now when I have a system that can actually reliably run OBS. So I appreciate that. But yeah, Sinners and Saints, if you've heard me, Sinners and Saints was also, by the way, the first no bullshit review. Back before I had kind of the format down, and it was kind of a garbage review of one of my favorite films of all time. But yeah, Matt Beckham unfortunately passed away. But let's see. Anyways, shit, I just lost my train of thought. Regardless, so yeah, I'm having Chad Law on soon. I just confirmed with him, not this weekend, hopefully sometime very soon. Sorry, I'm also a little distracted by looking up the IMDb stuff. Anyways, shit. But I just saw that I blocked mom for 5 minutes, and I'm laughing at that. God damn it. I keep losing my train of thought. Anyways, Oxide. Let's test out the overlapping audio. So, 1 second. This shit is pretty cool. It's like this guy who kind of, as I said, it's airsoft, but with, like, blanks instead of 6mm BBs. And it's pretty cool. I hope the music doesn't get me popped. Who knows? We're just gonna watch it. I don't really know what much commentary I can do, but it's fucking cool. So I just wanted to share it.
Specifically today, I'm going to be talking to you about the AN AVS6.
So this is like for night vision. Yeah.
Known as Canvas.
Yeah. Look at that, though. That's so fucking cool. But I think these might be live rounds since he's not doing the LARPing. But this wasn't the one I was thinking of, actually, so I apologize. Sound good on that, though? Wasn't Anvis bumpy? We could also watch some Tarkov, maybe? Oof. Spartan. That reminds me of how one of my buddies, Gregory Wong, got arrested for kind of LARPing. It was a silly thing. He shouldn't have done it, but he did. Anyways, I don't know. This is a bit of a... This is a pretty cool fucking video right here. And then next, I think we'll do some Josh. Some King Cobra JFS. Because he had a banger of a video last night. God damn. There is something I like. Hang on. There is something I like a lot about just this first-person view that I have not appreciated in the past. God, the lower light stuff is pretty fucking cool. Just the way you can appreciate the muzzle flash more. But yeah, there's no actual... I think... It would be funny, though, like, in a conceptual way. Not, like, if he actually did this, but if he did a few, like, live leak videos or some shit, that would be a little crazy. Actually, you know what? I think... I apologize. I'm a little, what's the word? A little, haphazardly just dancing around out here. But, I think we'll go to maybe some Fiveish. Or maybe some Josh. Who knows? Who knows what we will do? Oh, you know what? Nah, I'll do a separate video of that. I'm gonna do some maybe airsoft review since I, you know, that is something I'm into. More as for props than anything else, but, shit. Again, I'm always undone by lack of prep. But I guess I hope that kind of translates into some kind of fucking charm, I guess is the word I want to use. Oh, this is a fun video about details in John Wick. But no, let's not do that. God damn it. I always have an idea of what I'm going to do, and then it always just escapes. Always just escapes. So maybe, let's see. I always got Fiveish if I get a little too out there. I always can rely on a good old Fiveish video. Let's see. If you guys have any any suggestions, I would appreciate them. Oh, we could watch some Tarkov, some Raid, and I should play some Tarkov tonight actually, if I can. I mean, it's on my SSD. I can run it. It's just the my what's it called? My bandwidth, my upload speed is pretty shit lately. And I don't know if that's my my computer, because it does seem to happen on the Mac too, and also my phone. It's just the internet here sucks. But anyways, we're going to watch Raid, a little bit of that, which is phenomenal, I want to say again. It is the Escape from Tarkov like mini-series, sort of, that Battlestate Games also developed. So it's pretty cool, very like detailed. Yeah, subtitles should be on by default, so it is a Russian language film, or little series, because Battlestate Games is Russian. But I think they have English subtitles on by default. And these are the uncensored versions, which I don't know if there's actually much of a difference other than swearing in, but only in the subtitles. Are you kidding me? What the... Okay. I guess subtitles weren't enabled by default. Jesus. I apologize. And let's make sure it's dedicated 1080 as much as possible.
Ты знаешь, я вдруг очень ясно поняла, что, наверное, не потяну такую жизнь. Правда. Я не смогу изо дня в день делать вид, что все в порядке. Знаю, что однажды мне даже не скажут, куда возлагать цветы. Ладно, я, конечно, могу говорить все, что угодно. Ты же вновь все сделаешь, как ты считаешь нужным. Поедешь на свою эту войнушку.
Wait, by the way, we finished the first episode, right? I guess there's a bit of her.
Я не из тех, что несет чушь о том, как мы все равно останемся друзьями.
Свои, не стреляй, блядь! По 9! Свои! Мужики, все живы?
Маус, нормально.
Ворот в порядке. Держу ворот. Надо валить отсюда, пока на подстволах не накидали.
У них, походу, только семерка была.
Сейчас эти черти оттянут раненых. И по-любому будут чистить ангар. Так что давайте быстрее уебывать, пока наши дымы не сдуло.
Мужики, готовьтесь отходить.
Тогда лучше валить через железку.
Граником никого не зацепило. Где демон?
Демон здесь.
Нас там точно не встречают.
Уже нет. Блять, мужики. Демон, все.
Actually, I should probably go 720. I apologize.
Возможно, держим дальний угол. Пока все чисто.
Вы там только сильно не разгоняйтесь, место открытое.
Вон одна. А на той стороне железки мы сняли еще одну пулеметную лёжку. Обе ждали вас.
Вот суки, продуманные гады.
I'm trying to think of which level this, by the way, is supposed to replicate. I'm unsure.
Походу, Скиф оказался прав. И если б не фарт, нас бы расхуярили по эти два расчета.
Наш фарт обеспечили вон босс с атлетом.
Хорош гнобить Скифа,
А
блядь.
ты считаешь, что проебать вылет группы на задачу? Да хуя доблесть, да?
А меня там не было. А вот когда по нам в ангаре из РПГ захуячили, я был. И если б не Скиф, то я бы сейчас нес твой 104.
Вперед.
Атлет, так что там у нас по группе Скифа?
Да вообще никаких следов. Мы все обыскали. Результат хуй.
Да, херово.
Нужно проверить еще пару резервных точек. Мои пацаны не могли просто так исчезнуть.
Конечно, не могли. Мы их найдем. Входим. Ровно в 23:50 в порт уходит татарка. Напоминаю, на блокированных территориях гражданских нет. Там только мародеры и залетные части. Товарищ командир, а когда эта шляпа в Таркове уже прекратится? Все ж в курсе, из-за кого все это. На сегодня Терра Групп для всех пушистые зайки. Они борют голод в пении и создают технологии завтрашнего дня.
Тогда почему наши не могут просто обнародовать результаты расследования? Чем в реальности занимается этим мразь?
Потому что миру нужны весомые доказательства.
А у наших типа невесомые. Политики, блядь.
You know what? I just realized this is pretty intensely uninteresting just because all I'm going to be doing is going, wow, that's fucking cool. All I'm going to be doing is, wow, that's fucking cool. So it's probably pretty uninteresting. I'll find something I can riff more on. Maybe some King Cobras. Maybe not. You know what? We're going Fiveish. We'll do some Fiveish. Let's finish the one that we were doing the other night. Fiveish in Flight, Schmorg, which is, I guess, number 7 in the Schmorg series, which I'm unsure what that means. So let's do it. All right. Except there's also another Schmorg 7, so I have no clue about. If anyone has like insight on like Fiveish deep lore, I'd be very appreciative to know like why the fuck some people are dollar bills and why they others aren't.
This flight will be a very long flight, maybe 10, 11, 12 hours. Who knows, really? If I drink coffee, we will get very fast, maybe even less than this time.
My name is Rabbi Mordechai Steinberger, and I am so excited about this flight.
That's a good.
Gentlemen,
I
a
just.
few moments when I have
I want to remind everyone, this is a production done by this corporation or this organization called URA, which is an Orthodox Jewish company or organization. They're like behind like Cars for Kids, other things. So it's not an MDE sketch. Sam Hyde has nothing to do with this, but I understand why you would feel that way. So this guy's another dollar bill, but like, he's that's just Fiveish's. By the way, that's just Fiveish's model with a beanie, and for some reason he has these headphones that the co-pilot doesn't.
we will be commencing to taxi.
Also, I wonder what this reflection like. What is it? What the fuck is? Jesus, this is all kinds of what the fuck.
So if you
I want to also remind everyone, I did give this credit the last time I watched it, where they had a pretty interesting transition in terms from their cutouts in the background, and then the parallax when they turned the camera in a single shot, and that's like not unimpressive.
please remove the power from the phone and turning it off. Otherwise, you will
That
be in very
I
big
can't.
trouble, because
I'm sorry, I just cannot understate how much I fucking hate that the eyes blink out of sync. And I know that is actually like not a thing that's technically inaccurate because some people do it in real life, but that also still bothers me. And I think those people should be put down too. The people who blink with their eyes out of sync.
then we'll
Just
make
every one of them.
with flight instruments, like for example my harmonica.
Every so often though, there's a joke that really hits. and I want to give Fiveish credit for that. By the way, I also want to say that one of my favorite things is the just wild, like, variance in fidelity. Makes me so happy. Also, what is that reflection? When you apply a reflective texture to something, like, is that like a... That looks like a ground structure. You know what that looks like is right here. It looks like those like things out in the sea that are like not necessarily an oil rig, but kind of those. It looks like an oil rig in the reflection.
Very high altitude. Look out window, you see nothing.
What do you order? Chicken or pasta?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to eat yet. I mean, what time zone are we in? On one side of the plane is light, and the other is chayshech. And how do I daven? My mashgiach told me that I should daven with a minion. My yeshiva holds it's mamish a chilul Hashem. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are right now over ocean in between here and there. But we, due to failure of engine, we will make...
Hang on, are you seeing those, like, render errors on the eyes, too? Again, this episode has a lot to do with, like, you can tell these people by their eyes. And it's like, whoa.
Emergency/landing, she should be okay. I'm believing there is island not too far away, if you can swim there very well. If not,
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That smoke rules. That smoke fucking rules, dude. Yeah, we're not traveling at a high speed.
most likely there is enough reps for everyone.
I know I should have done Hatavas Chaline this morning.
I like how this guy, they did animate him blinking in the background, which probably it's a looped animation they just got off of stock footage or something. But the sound does not match the what is happening. But look, you can see him blinking. You can see him blinking even though he's slightly... Oh, what the fuck's the focus here? What's happening with this focus? Look how that's in focus, but the top of his head isn't. That's probably a... what happened here? Some kind of a post-production blur that was not keyed right, or not keyed, not masked right.
Why is everyone screaming so loud?
Why you don't have that entire layer just blurred as a whole, which it seems to have happened now, actually. That is slowly losing focus, it looks like.
Oh my goodness, I can't find...
But the rest of his head, it's not the same level of focus, or it's not the same depth of focus as, like, his eyes. See the blur on that eye? As opposed to the blur of that line.
My tefillah for an airplane crashing in my anemi. And I don't know what I should say. Maybe I should do Perek Shira first. Or maybe Paris Quran.
You know what I also like about this series, now that I'm getting into it, is that they don't, like, make the characters particularly... Like, they kind of make the characters babble, and that is kind of charming. And I don't know what about it is charming, but it is, for some reason, very charming to me. That just, they continually just keep talking. And just, they get sidetracked. It is, I guess it maybe reminds me of me, I get just sidetracked by my own sentences, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck was I talking about? I love that, kinda. Is that from Avatar? Bingsaloo. Oh yeah, this is that episode.
Yes, that was wonderful. Let me see you slam that volleyball into the pool again.
I mean, it is good. It is good that the villain from Pocahontas is still getting work. I'd like to say that he was good. He was very good in that, and they even let him keep his wardrobe.
What a fine day it is to be out for a swim.
He did lose a few inches though. It looks. Maybe that's just camera tricks.
Cools off the toes after a tough day of ruling people, doesn't it, Franco?
Yes, yes, Your Highness. Oui, oui. It was a tough day indeed, but you were amazing as...
Why does he have a jacket from, like, Final Fantasy, like, 8? By the way. Look at that decal. That is like, what's his name? I guess he's a that is the protagonist from Final Fantasy VIII's jacket, just white.
Your Highness. The kitchen wants to know if His Highness would like the chicken or the beef for dinner?
Yes, that sounds good.
I do always
Your
love.
Highness. Well, what
I
about-
do kind of always love that joke. Is the yes is two choices and then the answer is just yes. That is a very funny joke that makes me laugh every time. Just
Your
I don't know.
diet.
Oh, yes.
whoa, wait, what?
Sorry,
What the fuck?
Franco.
I just noticed his teeth.
Your diet.
What the is? Do you think that's a render error? Is that clipping? What the fuck? Let's take bets. Does that when we see that character's mouth again, does he have the hole in his teeth?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it does seem to be an actual intentional design. Actually, just look at that.
Your Highness. Well, what about your diet?
Oh,
See, since you can see that might just be a design thing, which is odd. It's an odd design choice. But that does look to be intentional. It doesn't seem to be just a case of, could be missing faces, but why would you design the, I don't know, that is a very specific detail. Look at that though.
I'm sorry, Frank.
It's not just his tongue clipping through the teeth, it's just a hole in his
I'll
mouth.
have some vegetables too. And make sure there is plenty to eat. I am famished.
Oh man, that is going to bother me
fact,
for the rest of this
So
stream.
famished am I that I can even eat you.
Also, look how high set those teeth are in his. Oh, Jesus.
You.
Look, the what the? Jesus.
Yes. Oui, oui. Good joke indeed.
Where are the splashers? Where are my royal splashers?
Wait, did that? Hang on.
Go get my splashers
What
now.
the fuck? It fixed itself? So this is a separate take, and they fixed the model between takes.
Where are the splashers?
See, look at his
Where
mouth
are
now.
my royal
Hole's gone.
Splashers?
So what could that have been? Maybe a rig error.
Frank, go get
See? It's fixed.
my splashers now. I am in need of a good splashing.
Splashers! The king needs to be splashed. Were you in need for some refreshment, sire? Oh, get on with it.
What?
You know the answer to that already. No. You know this already.
What?
You must begin.
What is happening?
No. You know the answer to that already.
What was the question?
Be splashed. Were you in need for some
Oh.
refreshment, sire?
Oh, okay.
Oh, get on with it. You know the answer to that already. No.
I like how the tiki torches here are also live action assets rather that are just placed there in After Effects. As well as the splashes are not actually modeled in either or rendered in either. Those are also After Effects put-ins. It is. Let's take a guess on what's modeled. Okay, so this is modeled. This is a plane that is modeled, very likely. Flat plane, trying to achieve depth through texture. This is put here in After Effects. Probably. Maybe not. No, it is. It is, absolutely. This is a plane that is textured, trying to achieve depth. This could be put in... Yeah, that's not modeled either, because that's a photo. But whether or not it is a straight plane actually in the render, or if it is something they just rendered this and then put this in the background, I don't know. This is Fiveish. Robbie, how do you not recommend... This is Schmorg 7. Fiveish in flight.
Oh, you know this already. You must begin with the toes.
And go all the way to the nose.
I see these people are Tarantino fans.
What is that giant bird heading straight for my beautiful waters? What a
Hang on.
What is that giant bird heading...
Oh, wow, hang on. I just noticed something.
What is that giant...
Look at that. You can see where the smoke begins, right where it begins. Now, to fix this, what they... Yeah, no, I made that joke too. what they did, you also didn't see where they fucked up his teeth, and then they fixed it in the next shot. So look right there. What they should have done is probably tapered that layer off a little bit. But anyways,
Bird heading straight for my beautiful waters. What a dreadful sound. Musicians, play a dreadful song for this.
Sire, we were already doing that.
I must watch this.
It's like popcorn? Never mind the snacks. I think I see people. They're coming out of the belly of the bird.
Oh wow!
on
Oh my God!
boats.
Look
I
at
think I see people.
Is that a goat? Yeah, that's a goatee, but there also looks like there's clipping.
Never mind the
Look at that deformation. Jesus. That is some. Look at that. I don't think I can do that with my mouth.
They're coming out of the belly of the bird on boats.
General Wallasey calls,
All right.
Shaffer. Prepare for war.
Everybody remain calm.
It's the opening to BioShock. What's the pun? Would you kindly? Oh God, No, it's. God, I want to make some jokes here, but I think I might get popped if I do. Would you kindly audit the Fed? I don't know.
Everybody stay calm, stay cool, be collective. Okay, now let's all get on these lifeboats.
I wonder if that be collective was intentional.
I can swim like a golden fish. I can swim.
Oh wow, I forgot about the mixing of this scene is so bad. It's just the worst.
The bungalow, very.
Oh, look at her in the back. She is nonplussed. She is not having a good time.
Very easy.
Coming through, coming through. This is just like making it through the line at Krupnik's grocery store on Motzei Shabbos Hagadol. The mom is not normal.
Is she talking or thinking in this segment right here? Because at the beginning of the shot, her mouth is moving.
Coming through, coming through.
Look at her eye. Someone nutted in her eye.
This is just like making it through the line at Krupnik's grocery store on Motzei Shabbos Hagadol. The mom is not normal. Crowded.
I need to go back and save my best friend, man. I can't let him drown, man. Oh, there he is. Oh, I hope he's still in tune. Okay.
Was that the sound of a fart?
Oh, there he is. Oh, I hope he's still in.
Listen to that mix. What the fuck was that sound?
Okay.
Like a fart, but on the toilet.
Very good. Excellent job. Okay, is everybody ready? Help!
I'm coming to help. You, call the Fiveish.
Oh my, Fiveish! You look mamish like a crumpled up piece of homework from the bottom of a knapsack.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Boris, your pilot. That's me. You can see me here speaking. We have, as you are aware, very low altitude problem. I will go look for help. Okay, goodbye.
I kind of like Boris.
Be happy, man. We always must be totally happy. Repeat after me. Ivdu. Yes. Hashem.
I think I might have to skip through the song because songs get hit.
When you lose your game, Simcha. When you miss your train, Simcha. When you crash your plane, Simcha. Simcha.
Wait, hang on.
When you miss your train, Simcha. When you crash your plane,
Oh no. There's some. Oh, I'm not even gonna make that joke. Jesus, that's too much. That's too much for YouTube. If this was like D-Live or something, I'd probably make the joke, but no, not here. I kind of I will say, I kind of do like the music here, this musically. Like the guy singing, he's got a decent enough voice. Granted, the animation is whoa, but awesome guitar solo. Wait, by the way, what guitar is he playing this riff on? Is it this acoustic guitar? Anyways, we're gonna get back to the story. Hang on.
Then you split your pants for Simcha. You go on
I kind of also, I want to say, I do love, like, Yiddish in music. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's really saying, but I do enjoy music where I don't actually understand the language. American Tail, Fiveish Goes West. Oh my god. Well, I mean, it is the same themes. The same, like, you know, Fievel is also Jewish. But anyways, back to the story.
Prepare for war. The French-British colony of Bing-la-Zoop does not take a
By the way,
flying down.
I like how he got the name of his own country wrong. He added a P at the end, because it's Bing-la-Zoo. So this dude...
Prepare for war.
This dude definitely on something.
The French-British...
Wait, is the top of his head a golf ball?
Prepare for war.
Look at that. Is that a golf ball texture?
The French-British colony of Bing-la-Zoop does not take attacks flying down.
Wait, did they just rack focus to show that he was saying the name of his country wrong?
For war.
I'm sorry, I keep
the
rewinding.
French-British colony of Bing-la-Zoop.
Yeah, see, they clearly say it's Bing-la-Zoo.
Does not take attacks flying.
And he adds Bing-la-Zoop. It's not the name of your country, dude.
Down.
No wonder.
In fact,
no wonder what happens
we
in this
never
episode happens.
lie down. Not even when our mothers tell us to. Musicians, play some.
It's like VeggieTales, but like it's the Orthodox Jewish version of VeggieTales, but much funnier.
War music. This.
I think this is from The Dark Knight Rises, by the way, or one of the Nolan Batman movies.
It's getting exciting.
If you attack us, we will...
Why is his voice echoing if he's just shouting? Like it's... What? What's it bouncing off of in this... I guess the shield?
Squish you like little bugs.
It's also echoing as if he was doing it from a you know, one of those Jesus.
Our army is the
Megaphone.
best at aiming the cannons. Go back on your giant bird and go fly away.
By the way, if they're a colony of the English, right? And French English colony, somehow, in the year that has jet airliners. So England just dropped these dudes off and never came back and it's like, hey, whatever, dude. So it's Australia. They're in Australia.
Away. Shoo. Shoo. Shoo.
I love dude on the left.
Okay,
oh my
everyone,
god.
we need to...
Oh. He's happy though, and he's pretty chill with this. She's again nonplussed.
Okay, everyone, we need...
God damn it. By the way, how hard is it? It's not very hard. I know the answer to this. It's not hard to make the eyes blink and sync. You can actually link that animation to play on both eyelids at the same time. So, this is simmer because it's not fire. Oh, that's good. That's good. I don't know, my blood is boiling.
I just gave a shit to my Talmidim on how to do this. Shit for the Vira, you're going to daven. Shlomo Mechel, do you still have those forks and knives from the plane?
Yeah, sure I have them, but this I'm supposed to give to my kids. This is my present for them.
That's probably the best line of the whole thing that I've seen, really, is that, yes, I was going to give these utensils from the airline, I was going to give them as presents to my kids. It's like, is there a level of self-awareness here, do you think? I love that mystery. Because it's like, you do realize how this comes off, my dude, right? How did the voice actor deliver that line? And it's like, did he know? It's like, oh, this will probably be used out of context to condemn my people. The bald patch in his mustache? Hang on.
Forks and knives from the...
Oh yeah, he's got alopecia
Yes.
of his
Sure I
mustache.
have them, but this I'm supposed to give to my kids. This is my present for them.
Givaldi,
He's got valuepecia, which is it's balding but for money.
we could use it anyway.
Someone nutted in his eye.
Apart, and
I think that's I don't know what that is. That might just be representing imperfections in the glasses.
Fiveish, I'm going to take you over there and give it to them as a present.
Well, are you sure? I'm not really comfortable with that.
Yo, shouldn't we like put Schiffer Devora in a box, man? Doesn't it?
Also, I like how they didn't even bother to animate the mouth movements here.
Mr. King, sir.
Evora in a box?
It's
I'm not
like
really
Fiveish is animated here,
comfortable with
and
that.
then they
Yo,
just
should've
immediately
put-
just go to a guy, no animation on his mouth at all, no lip sync.
Schiffer Evora
She's just frozen.
in a box, man. Doesn't it say that somewhere?
Mr. King, sir, let me explain with a muscle, if you'll permit me. There was once a king who lived on
We
an island.
don't know one thing you are talking about. We don't know two things you are trying to say. But we need to see your hand.
Wait, they did. That's not just a texture. That's they actually modeled his goatee, his little goatee thing, his soul patch type thing. So that's an actual physical model, like a little. I believe the term is a greeble. So notice how that's not moving with the bottom lip, and it's clipping into his butt. Why would you not just have that as a texture?
But we need
Oh my
to
God.
see your hands in the air as a sign of peace.
We are coming peacefully.
Wait,
I repeat, we are
hang on.
coming. We are
Hands in the air as a sign of peace.
We are coming.
Oh God, they're almost here. Just a little more, just a little softer, a little sexier, a little slower. She's seen something of unimaginable fright right over King What's His Face's. She's tripping balls, my dude.
Coming peacefully.
He's also just frozen. I guess because he's zoned out, probably high because he's from California. What is this? Is that the House Max logo on a keychain? Or not a keychain, a necklace? Is that? That looks like a real estate logo flipped, but on a necklace.
Coming peacefully.
Shulam on you. Total peace, man. That's what we're all about, man. I live peace, dude.
Now, say we surrender to the great monarchies of France and England.
Yeah, he's got Titus's jacket though, Robbie. Did you notice that? Just an inverted version of Titus's jacket. Or Titus.
surrender to the great
Oh, finally she's animated. Her mouth is going 10 miles a minute. Still frozen mouth.
Monarchies of France and of England.
We're just giving it.
Wait, I love how the lip sync for, I think, this guy over here matched up with her mouth. That's pretty funny. She's just, whoa, dude.
And we love our governor, George.
And we
To
love
the Governor George.
And also his most trusted advisor.
This lip sync is just, whoa, crazy.
And also
And also the whole croissant guy. I don't know what his thing is. Sounds delicious.
That's quite enough.
Okay, so she's saying hippies lines now.
Guy, I don't know what his thing is. Sounds delicious.
Oh no, that might be her line.
That's quite enough.
No, at the very end, she lip syncs to his line.
Croissant guy, I don't know what his thing is. Sounds delicious.
That's quite enough. You are now my guests, and tonight
I bet you I'm gonna be
all
popped for the
dine
background
together in
noise,
the
the background
royal
music,
banquet
because I
hall.
guarantee you it's from a music or
But
from a movie.
Fiveish, who are those people? And why do they keep talking about the British and the French? And will the banquet be kosher?
Hold on.
Fuck it, something about the gold standard, but it's an erection joke. I don't know.
Calm down.
You
Just wait a
figure it
minute.
out. What is it? What are the? Oh, there's pictures of him.
You'll find out
Look how low resolution the picture. I guess that might be blur. Why does he have his name on his chair? What the fuck?
soon enough. You see, the people of Bing Lazoo lived on a completely isolated island.
That is, by the way,
They
a
used to be a
nice little
colony
background detail that they could have just glazed out and not done.
Find out soon
And
enough.
as lazy as that animation
You see,
is,
the people of Bing Lazoo lived on a
that car going in the background, despite being driverless, by the way, it
You
looks
see,
like.
the people of Bing Lazoo.
Now maybe there's a driver. It looks like it's someone in a Majima construction job. They're going to Kamurocho to work on Kamurocho Hills with Majima. If you see by the hard hat there.
Lived on a completely isolated island. They used to be a colony of the British and the French, but never got the memo notifying them that the monarchies have ended.
Oh wow, are they
But
actually
never got the
reflecting in
memo
his eyes?
Notifying them.
I've just noticed that's
that the
actually nice little detail. His eyes are way too shiny, but the fact that they are actually seeming to be reflected in his eyes, his hand seems to be reflected in his eyes. That's a good little detail. Oh wait, I thought that was an indent on that's his glove, so where a hand would enter a glove. Which honestly, as a design thing, I would fill that in. I would not have a hole for like things to go into his glove, but that's just me.
They are too afraid to leave their island because their island is too close to la flou de la ya pancake, or in English, the end of the pancake. You see, they believe the world is still flat.
Oh yeah.
The world isn't flat.
Prove it, kids, you fucking globers, you fucking ball earth bitches. What's up? There, you see, there are hundreds and hundreds of proofs that the world is flat, but there's no proof that the world is round. None. There's none at all. Certainly.
Yes.
Space is also not real.
Well, so as I was saying, we were welcomed into the royal banquet hall for a feast.
I also do realize, I just realized this was, because I've only seen the like latter part of this. I didn't realize when I first watched this on another show that was examining it, that this is framed as a story Fiveish is telling kids after the fact. I always typically, in terms of this kind of story, I don't think it's very like effective to tell a story with this framing because of the fact Fiveish is getting out of it. Granted, with an ensemble cast like Fiveish's family or whatever, however they're related to him, it does make a little more sense because you don't know who's getting out of it and who's not. But, it is a kid's show, so everyone's getting out of it fine.
For a governor.
But, just as a writing tip, be careful of how you frame a story if it's going to be in a flashback. Know that the character gets out, unless you subvert it at the end and you realize it's like the guy's last thoughts or something. But yeah, any aspiring writers, all the aspiring writers out there, framing is very important in how you tell the story. I typically like to, myself, frame the story as if it's just you are watching it unfurl, and so is with the same amount of like information as the character. But there are varying ways to frame a story. Noir typically frames it as the man is recalling something, or not the man, but the protagonist is recalling something. So yeah.
Welcome, welcome. Musicians, play something strange in honor of our...
Oh, the tooth thing is back. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those teeth.
Strange.
See that hole? I don't know what that is. Could be a modeling error, but they do fix it in other shots. So I don't know what the fuck that is. Maybe something to do with the face rig. Because look how far the gums are right here. There's the line for the gum. And then tooth. So his gums are like a McDonald's symbol, or like an M, basically.
Honor of our
but I don't know if it's intentional or not, is the thing.
Welcome to our island of
and it's Prince Farquaad from Shrek. He seems to have grown some feet. Well, this guy shrunk. So yeah. Wow, that was this added as a texture? Because this is probably stock models here. If it's even models, this could be entirely a plane, and just the fidelity of a thing like this always fascinates me. So.
Sail past our country.
Oh, I also hang on. They finally told him how to say the name of his country. One sec. So yeah, he finally learned how to say his country's name.
You'll fall off into space.
Lord Farquaad. I apologize, Lord Farquaad. I mean, fuck the Queen, fuck the monarchy. So I'm not calling no motherfucker Lord. Granted, I also shouldn't have said Prince either, disrespecting the artist.
No one seemed to find us since 1492. Here in Being Lazoo. We're a French and English colony that's perfect for you. Here in Being Lazoo.
Some of the transitions are kind of interesting here enough, at least.
We're a French and English colony that's perfect for you.
Oh man, There's something going on with his mouth in this next shot that's
You're a
interesting.
French and English colony. That's perfect.
It looks like his lips are moving, but the gums are like not, so the teeth aren't moving. So that seems to probably be a animation error dealing with the rig. And so that's always funny. But look, I don't know how well it can be seen in this, in like stilling it, but look at that face right there. That is, I'm pretty sure his gums are not moving, but his lips are, which it's lip sync, not mouth sync, I guess.
For you, here in Lazoo.
I also wonder if these animations themselves are stock. If they're just generic animations, because the lips, none of this seems to be. Oh wow, I love this. I think we should skip through this song, just because music absolutely gets people popped, and I don't know how
Welcome
lip
to Bing Lazoo, so we get busy.
How does that mouth movement match up? What is going on here? What the fuck is happening here? Jesus Christ. I understand the need in animation to have like low fidelity, low resolution, low quality, like fill. You just fill a scene with like shapes basically to make things look populated. But for Christ's sake, when your asset is that bad, just don't show it in close up. That's a big. I will play Hour of Victory, Robbie, but I was trying to set up a stream. But I will probably do some Hour of Victory tonight and upload it tomorrow. I just got to make sure it's all like correct so I can like do it truly still blind. But I have everything almost set up. Just got to make sure the video looks good. Also, I might need to invest in new HDMI cables. I don't know. Because it like constantly cuts out, and that bugs me. I also might want to wait for the new, like, I might be getting a new system to do things on. Anyways, back to Fiveish.
We're singing songs to you.
But Jesus Christ, that lip
And
sync
here
is
in
awful.
Bing Lazoo.
Oh wow, oh wow.
And here.
It won't look good. No, I know that, but I'm talking about my video. I want my video to be as, not even in fidelity, but in terms of content, the best it can be. But Jesus Christ.
In Bing Lazoo.
Look at that. What the You always, in animation, in anything, you gotta be aware of your framing. And what your camera is seeing, and you want to hide the errors and flaws as best as you can. And not... What are these guys looking at? So, what happened here, probably, is that these are all one dude with varying, like, skin color textures. At least they were mirrored this guy. But, where are these guys all looking? Eyeline is very important. I love that Lord Farquaad does... Well, I mean, granted, he's now trying to probably be intimidating now that he's above Moss's height. And, by the way, R.I.P., I want to just say, if the information we've received that Moss might have actually died, I do want to give a shout-out. Rest in peace, but just lowercase, because he was small. God, I should just... I don't want to come on... Anyways, I don't want to come off as, like, callous. I mean, granted, the last time I saw Moss, he was just calling me a retard because he was angry at me. But anyways, actually, no, that might have... Was that? Yeah, it was. That was the last time I saw him. He was just yelling retard at me. But anyways, fucking... Whatever. I mean, this is the last time I saw Tony Hinchcliffe, too. He was also doing the same thing. Yeah, R.I.P. Moss. R.I.P. If that information is true... I think because of this, I think he went to heaven because he looks like an aborted baby, and they all go to heaven now, according to the Pope. So, R.I.P.
We don't ask what, when, how, or who. We are just happy that you came to pass through. There's nothing.
I like how Farquaad, his animation, right as the momentum of the energy is going down, he starts going into high gear.
There's nothing more to tell you about what we do.
Oh, so they just had 2 voice actors for the villains here. Because this guy is the same voice as the other dude. Not even... I bet this verse was meant for the other character.
Because our country's anthem is actually brand new. Here in Bingazoo.
Yes, we love it here in our island.
Is this a new voice actor for the guy from Pocahontas now? Jesus. I like how... This is beautiful. Always look at Eyeline, though. What's he looking at? Is he just drifting off into space? What is he... Wait a minute, that was a car door. What the fuck? What the fuck is with the sound mix, dude? This owns. I love this. There are so many little details that catch you off guard. It's like, wait, what the fuck just happened? You know what I think it was? I think it was their ambient audio. They're trying to give off an impression that this place is populated, despite this being a secret meeting. So I don't know why they're giving that ambience. That actually makes no sense now that I think about it. The excuse of the thing that what's happened makes the scene makes less sense. What it is, they put in ambient talking for whatever reason. It's called Walla as well. It's, but they chose an ambience that clearly someone unlocked their car in, because why would they add that intentionally into the soundscape in a place that hasn't changed since 1492? I don't... What the fuck?
General.
He looks like... You know what he looks like now? He's Lord Farquaad, but it's also Dahlia... Not Dahlia. It's the villain from Silent Hill 3. It's the same look on the face, just that dead, no eyebrows look.
General Conchever, thank you for meeting me out here.
No, thank you for meeting
Yeah, that's what happened. Because the general... Okay, so it is... They have 2 voice actors. They have this guy, and then they have the guy playing Pocahontas villain, who also plays the general, but they just fucked up the sound mix, or not the sound mix, the assigning of sounds to characters. So the general was probably going... They probably did it. Here's how I think it happened. During the song, let's go back. So, notice they were only having like 3 layers of sound here. 1 for the instrumental, 1 for the French guy, and 1 for the each character. So, what happened? I don't know how they would only have a program with only 3 channels of sound or whatever, or maybe they have more channels of sound. I don't know, but they only have 2 voices layered in here. So we get busy. So yeah, they have 2 voice actors for the bad guys. And in fact, it's probably actually only 1 dude. But they didn't plot out maybe who was supposed to sing what, and they didn't go with enough like redundancies or like options.
We don't ask what, when, how, or who. That you. There's nothing.
So yeah, this verse was absolutely meant to go to French guy. But they decided during the animation, because I'm pretty sure this probably went... They wrote the script, recorded the lines, and then they animated. Which typically I think is the best process to go through, because the animation, it can be informed by the voice acting in that way. But they realized later they needed a part for the general to have a little say. But they didn't re-record the voice. They didn't record the singing. And this is this guy's voice, but it's being projected as if it's this guy. Which, granted, it is very likely the same actor. So, I don't know, just, it's poor planning. Anyways, back to where we were.
Thank you for meeting me out here.
No, thank you for meeting me.
I have my suspicions about this group, oui?
Yes, I know. Something about their eyes.
You sure it's the eyes? Sure it's not another part? You're just joking here.
Yes, the eyes.
Yeah.
I think we have to spy on them.
Wait, hang on. I just noticed.
I
Look at his fingernail, or look at his gloves. They've got indentation. This is just a hand that hasn't been textured.
We have...
Those aren't gloves. That's a hand. Notice how it has fingernails? I think there's like knuckle wrinkles. That's not... He's not wearing gloves. My dude just has corpse hands.
To spy on them.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love this. This is going to be a regular segment from now on.
Intelligence from their belongings.
Look at this fine silk coat. The label says it's called a Rackham.
And look, it's made in Singapore.
Hang on. I'm going to look up, because I don't think Singapore was a, like, country in 1492. I might be wrong. So, I don't think it's a country in Asia. When was it founded, like, as a country? When does the name Singapore come into existence? Now, granted, I mean, 1819, modern Singapore was founded. So if this was if this hasn't, how did they get? So yeah, yep. I think that's an anachronism. I'm critiquing the historical accuracy of Fiveish, which is why I'm in the position I'm in life. Is poor and virgin.
Suspicious.
Suspicious. That's a country.
Guitar? Why is it full of bumper stickers?
How does my dude know what a bumper sticker is? If this hasn't been progressed since 1492, when the concept of a bumper doesn't exist. Like, what?
Yes. Very suspicious. Oui, oui.
And look at this thingy-majiggy with
Oh, wow.
leather straps.
Oh, wow, that's their camera Jesus Christ, what is that, the camera obscura from Fatal Frame? It's actually lower poly than the Fatal Frame camera obscura, like from Fatal Frame 1.
Strange letters.
We should try to open it and see what's inside.
Oh, maybe it isn't a camera, I just assumed.
No, it may explode.
Maybe it is. No, I think that it's supposed to be a camera, because that's, I think, the lens? It's actually just the actual camera obscura, like the pinhole camera that Da Vinci invented.
It's buzzing! Suck my blades! It's alive! Wee run!
It looks like it's going to blow. Let's get out of here.
I don't understand why a man stuck in the timeline of 1492 would think that something vibrating means it's about to explode. That's kind of a current day thing, because it's referencing, like, IEDs and shit like that. I don't think they did their research, guys. That's what I wanted to say.
So, what were you...
You know what? Actually, this is almost impressive in the parallax of the camera move back right here. Look at that.
So,
that's actually not bad. I don't like how they're mixing what seems to be live-action stock footage with Go Animate characters, though. That really bothers me. What the fuck is with this guy? Is that Slender Man, or as represented through, like, Boss Baby graphics or something?
What were you trying to tell me about kosher?
Well, I mean, Robbie, the bomb has existed, but the vibrating before an explosion, that concept hasn't existed. Like, the bomb existed in 1492. Gunpowder, cannons, that all existed. So the concept of something exploding exists, but vibrating, then exploding, that's a concept that doesn't happen until very recently.
You only eat what?
Well, it needs to have a hashkuche. It has a blessing from the roof. The roof macht a kosherization of
You know what? I don't mean to sound anti-Semitic, because I genuinely love this gag of people just hearing Yiddish and not understanding, wait, what? What are you saying? I don't know. And it's really not with just Yiddish. It's language in general. It's like person confidently talking and then no, what? But explaining something, that cultural divide shit kind of does get to make me laugh all the time, because it's just like, and with everything, I guess it really isn't anti-Semitic, because it is with every form of language and culture. I guess culture shock is the term, but just like someone who is very assured of what they're saying and then no one understands them, always gets me.
It's like Jewish organic, man. You know what I'm saying?
Permit me to explain with a muscle.
Wait a minute. Let me explain with a song. Hit it!
Oh no.
New England clam chowder or gefilte fish. It's not too difficult to call.
Yes, the clam chowder, that's the call. Anyways, enough of the song. What happened to Fiveish? Have his eyebrows always been that angular? Also, I want to point out the hands, too, because hands are a very important thing in animation. But look at his fucked up thumbs.
Make sure that it has fins and scales. Don't eat dolphins, save the whale. Make sure it's only kosher food you eat.
You know what I also like is the shadow being projected here. That adds a nice little detail. It's not hard to do. What it is my guess is playing that video, like projecting that onto the plane behind him, because what it is they set up a 3D, like it's like a power projector works, and so they're kind of doing that, and then although they are not having it on project onto Fiveish, which might be a fun little detail if they had done that, but so I like that they have a light. So what they're doing is they're playing. It's actually more like standing in front of a TV, actually, not a projector, because a projector would do something different. But I like that shadow because it looks cool. It adds a, I don't want to say immersion, because it's, clearly it's not. I'm not going to be immersed in the world of Fiveish. The 20 different art styles of Fiveish. There is no visual unity in Fiveish, but this is something that comes closer than, most other things. Look at his thumbs, though. Jesus Christ. Which makes me think, by the way, most of these, that is a game I do want to play, and if I ever, by the way, I'm going to try to get the creators of Fiveish on the podcast. I'm not, but it would be a fun little bit to do. Just ask them, I would want to ask them, what assets do you create, and what do you get off, like, stock footage websites, stock 3D websites? Like, how much of this stuff do you get off Turbo Squid? And definitely the free section.
Fine cuisine and a quick bite.
I also do want to say the voice actor for Fiveish is pretty fun. I like him and his singing. Lighting here is a little fucked up because I don't know why. But you do have to light, like in you have to light everything in different. But I don't know why his eyes seem to be better lit. Maybe it's because the material they're using. I don't know.
So before you swallow any type of food.
Oh, so Fiveish swallows, he doesn't spit. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? How is this not like a Joseph Goebbels production? How is this not like on the level of, it's like a sincere version of Triumph of the Will, like propaganda shit, but done from the other perspective and sincerely, it seems. I love this.
Oh, you okay? CRC, JSOR, Force.
Is he throwing gang signs?
Oh, you okay? CRC, J.
Yo.
JSOR, Force parties.
I also do like how what they're doing here is they're explaining, oh, all right, peace, Robbie. But I do like how they are making just these demands of this kingdom that has taken them in and has decided to like feed them, and it's like, okay, so what else you want, guys? And you'll see what else they want.
I will speak to my chefs right now.
Oh god, that animation was great.
I will speak to my chefs right now.
Look at that. Look, the animation on him was beautiful.
Franco?
Psst. Psst. Come here, guys.
This guy.
Who are you?
Shh. Not so loud. I have a warning for your own safety.
But who are you?
You see, my great-great-grandfather Moshe. I am named after him. Moshe Meran.
I'm sorry, sir, but introductions work by you tell me your name first and then maybe tell me the interesting story of how you got that name.
He was a Jew, like you, who ran away from Spain in 1492 with Christopher Columbus. He was on the only ship that didn't fall off the end of the world and got stuck.
So, by the way, I want to reiterate, this character right here, Flat Earther.
Here. Silly old Christopher. He shouldn't have gone so far.
He shouldn't have gone so far. What do you mean? His methods of wiping out the indigenous population of the country he invaded? Maybe that would. Do you mean that raping and pillaging? Little far. It's a little. You know, I would have done that myself.
So anyway, they don't like Jews here. I never told anyone my secret, and I can't escape.
They don't like Jews here, despite it partially being founded by a Jew, ostensibly. This character is a little pretty confusing. Like, the motivations here, like, why haven't you left this place? Like, you obviously have some sort of standing with their military, probably. Looking at your uniform, you have, like, what appears to be their standard issue general uniform, which is just basically the coat from that Titus wears, the jacket that Titus wears in Final Fantasy VIII. But you got that nice little hat. Obviously, this guy is somewhat well off. Very likely he'd be able to leave if he wanted to. So I don't understand. It's like, so you are willingly living in a country that, like, hates your people? I wouldn't do that myself.
They say it's too dangerous. But if you...
Oh, right. I forgot that bit. He does say it's too dangerous. But, you know, I mean, with the options. Oh, I did forget. The guy's a flat earther.
You must escape. Quickly.
Why, thanks, sir. But how? How did you...
God, I love Fiveish's just kind of contextless, like... Fiveish's lines are all delivered seemingly without the context of any, like, emotionally contextual lists or whatever. However I'm saying this, but, like, without any context of the emotion of the things said before it. Like, it's always in a vacuum. So, yeah.
They're Jewish.
Well, I heard your kosher song, and I recognized your eyes from the auction book. And...
Is that a Jewish thing I don't is that part of the Jewish culture that I don't, like, know about? Because I don't... What is he talking about, auction book?
I have a Torah, mate.
Wow. I'm flabbergasted.
I think I have a plan.
Yes, to the horses.
That wasn't my plan, Fiveish. I don't know what you're talking about.
We can borrow them for just a bit of lit. And then just to get out of here. Let's go!
This plan also is a little odd because if you're escaping the island, by the way, I don't know how you escape the island on a horse. How are you going to return these horses that you're stealing, by the way? It's not borrowing because there's no, like, consent involved, and I don't know how you return it, but I like how Fiveish right now got something in his eye. He's got some, he's a pirate. Hang on.
To get out of here.
She's happy
Let's
now.
Go.
She had a mood swing. She had her, some kind of psych. She had her SSRIs. She had her Adderall today. Oh, man, that texture. Look at that beautiful texture. That's so lower. What the fuck is this? Oh, that's... They had a filter here? Because it looks like they posterized these characters and gave them kind of a stroke outline, which, by the way, I feel like I'm having one right now.
Where is he? Where's Snuffy?
Oh, hang on. I want to check the teeth. Teeth are good. Teeth are good. We got them.
Where's
They fixed the model.
Snuffy?
Oh, and it looks like they added a tongue in this shot.
Is
I don't
he?
think that was in other shots.
Where's Snuffy? And where's Scruffy? And where's my Fluffy?
Oh, wow. Look at the... They really should have normal mapped that better.
They're gone.
Oh, his fingers are disgusting. Gee, they both at the same time they look like burnt. Like with this lighting right now, they look like a little overcooked, like breakfast sausages, but also like sticks at the same time.
Franco! My horses are gone!
It's like the Michelin Man's fingers or something right there.
Musicians! This is not...
I love how that animation obviously does not match the background like mood at all. That is a happy little dance. Oh wow. Hand positioning rules.
This is not a time for music.
General Corngever, summons the entire army.
Man, that gag just never works. Hang on.
General Corngever, summons the...
So he's just talking like this through his teeth. He's doing the Scott Shannon trying to keep his dentures in. He just had a good time there.
Entire army.
Yeah, so what they did here, problem here, no mouth movement, just lip sync.
We need to fly in Fluffy.
Oh wow. Hang on.
Summons the entire army.
He's turned into the tyrant. Oh Jesus, look at that rules.
To fly in Fluffy
and Scruffy and Snuffy.
Soldiers, quick! We need to find the horses of the king.
Yes, yes, musicians.
So I am interested here because I haven't seen this part. But how are they going to catch up with people on horseback without horses?
Play something dramatic. This is getting exciting.
I knew all along there was something wrong with these people. You know, I could see it in their eyes.
You sure that's the body part you're thinking about?
Yes.
Just, you know.
Their eyes.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Hang on.
Yes. Their eyes.
Oh no, what happened here? Their models
Let's get on
their models are constantly breaking and it's beautiful.
the chase.
Okay, here's your buggy bag.
So he has horses, I guess.
Want
So
you
I
to
guess
go
that's
hungry
fine.
while on the chase now, would we? Oui.
Right on. Let's go get.
You know what would be funny? Because when was this made? I don't know. But if it does seem to be this is the musician model, so I don't know if that's a fuck up or if they're going to do a Doof Warrior type thing, which would rule.
Fluffy!
Where's the third horse? They stole 3 horses. See, there's only 2 horses. What did they do to Fluffy? They fucking eat Fluffy? God damn. Oh, there he is. They let him go, I guess. Wow, it's such a shock that an island would be, that you wouldn't be able to escape an island on horseback. I would never have thought that. Jesus.
We got them now. They are trapped.
So yeah, 2 horses. They stole 3. What happened?
There's my Fluffy! Oh gee, oh my.
Okay, I
What
guess
do we do
Fluffy
now?
didn't get eaten. This is Fiveish ASMR right now.
Please don't hurt us. We didn't mean to steal, chas v'shalom. It was pikuach nefesh mamish.
Peace, man. Yeah, like take a...
What is that? What is that? Is that... No, that looks like Pinky, or it looks like one of the ghosts from Pac-Man now, but with a thumb or kind of a hand. Maybe it's one of the... Maybe it is a hand. I don't know what the fuck that is.
A total chill pill.
Sire, did you understand that?
Nope.
We will take all of you as prisoners and put you in our prison, where you will await your sentencing.
Yes. Musicians, play something sad.
Now here as a critique, not like a critique, but a thing, I think the better move to go here would be to add the ambient sound just very, very low, overpower it with the music, but it's just me. I like how this guy's still having a great time. He's still cool. It's like, hey, everybody. We're fucked.
There you go.
Oh, man. Those are... I love how the chickens are also semi-transparent. What happened is they feathered the edges of that asset a little too much. But see, you can see through right through their heads. That's because this is a stock asset that they added in probably in After Effects, or it is a plane on what they do is they set up kind of like cardboard cutouts, but in terms of 3D modeling. And so what it is, it's probably a plane with that video, quote unquote, that asset projected or you put on it as a texture. And so, but the I don't know if this is probably not video. It is probably an animation. But that animation to be keyed out had to be keyed out, and the feathering on that animation, which nice little pun, but that's what the term is actually. That feathering was a little too aggressive, so the edges are way too soft and transparent.
There you go. Now get in there with the chickens, where you belong.
Oh man, he was about to clip right through those bars.
Soon,
or
you will be
wires or whatever the fuck.
Sentenced to life.
That hole.
And put in a box and thrown into the sea. You'll be eaten by a sea monster. Or maybe worse, you will fall off the end of the earth.
Woe unto us. What are we going to do? Yes, this is terrible.
We must daven. Daven and we believe that the Ribbonish Loilam for answering our tefillahs. This is a total downer. Let's pray. Let's make some tefillah, like from our hearts.
It really, hang on, I want to say, that really does look like a low-res golf ball as his yarmulke. Like the top half of a golf ball, but very low resolution.
Let's pray.
I don't know if that's meant to, like, what is that supposed to be? Texture-wise. Do they make yarmulkes with that? Obviously, what they did is it's too low resolution to be featured in a close-up, but they did it anyways because that's the texture they had on it.
Let's make some tefillah, like from our hearts. Let's open.
Let's not give up hope. Do not despair.
Yes, afilu cherev chada munachas al tzavarecha.
Right, excellent.
I heard that once in Shire.
We need to have betochen in the Eibishter. I am sure, I am positive that everything will turn out for the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the honorable...
I just love keeping track of their moods now. So this guy, he's okay. He's doing good. She not happy. He not happy. He not happy. Fiveish, she's whatever. Non-plus.
For the honorable Governor George of Bing Lazu.
Please be seated. We are here today to rule on Bing Lazoop docket number 6.
Oh, I see this was an early take where they forgot that it's called Bing Lazoo instead of Bing Lazoop.
In the case of the great monarchies of England and France versus Fiveish et al.
Are the chickens on trial too, do you think?
In the charge of espionage in the first degree, theft of Fluffy.
I mean, they stole 3 horses, 2 were returned. What happened?
In the second degree, how do you all plead?
Wait, how is an intentional theft in a second degree? I don't understand. It wouldn't be grand theft technically, although, granted, this legal system is different than ours, but I don't see how they would have. I don't know where degrees came into the legal system, but in my very, very, like, it's not a. I don't have this great wealth of knowledge about the law, but to my knowledge, the term degree refers to either seriousness or intent. But in terms of theft, how can you have like degrees of theft like that way? I don't think there might be theft in second degree. I don't know, but that would probably be a non-premeditated theft, which this was a premeditated theft, and it would probably be very easy to prove because Anyways, Boogie, contact me if you need representation for firing a gun off in the school zone.
Not
You could probably afford me.
guilty.
Not guilty. Totally innocent. Nicht schuldig.
Now, legally,
Very well.
this is a bad call. They stole those horses. Like, they can't like say, hey, we borrowed them, because that implies consent. So they're making a big mistake here, and they are lying in court, which would be, I don't know if you're found guilty, would a not guilty plea? Probably not. That'd probably be not a good idea to introduce to the legal system. But if you're pleading not guilty, if you're saying we didn't do it definitively, you're expected, if you're under oath, that would technically, I think, at least morally, fall under perjury. Right? I don't know. I'm kind of babbling at this point. Let's finish this.
Then, we obviously disagree.
Yeah.
Musicians.
How did the horses end up in your possession? How, if it's, I own the horse. I didn't give it to you. You have it. That means
Some guilty music.
Sacre bleu, what is that?
I hope he suffers the same fate as the helicopter pilot in Resident Evil 4. But I also hope he does the same thing as the helicopter in Resident Evil 4 and just shoots all these people.
It's another big flying bird. Take cover. We are under attack.
This is fascinating. Franco, where's my popcorn?
This is Boris, your pilot, speaking from...
No, it's Mike! True RE4 fans will get that one.
Very high altitude upon...
Hey, I know a great bar!
Very fancy helicopter, and we are here to ransom prisoners. We will bring you...
A very expensive helicopter. Bro, that's a Bell, I think. It's not a... I mean, helicopters are expensive, but come on, dude, that's Vietnam War era.
You 1 million gold Hanukkah.
Granted, I do think the military does still use UH-1s, but...
Coins? They're very good, Your Highness. You'll like them. They're shiny, valuable, but most importantly, edible.
Sounds deliciously rewarding.
I see they're going off the gold standard for the chocolate standard, which, granted, I think it's better than fiat. I just got to say that chocolate is a better standard than fiat currency.
We sentence the prisoners to ransom by gold edible coins.
This rules. This is. I do want to remind everyone. This is not an MDE sketch. Sam Hyde. It wasn't something he got away with.
And this is your Boris pilot speaking. We will be flying big altitudes and landing in Eretz Yisrael like Deutsche Teure very soon. Please turn off all your cell phones except for shift.
By the way, are they getting on a... Helicopters are kind of short-range vehicles, so they're just going to crash again. They come back.
I'm sorry, Mr. Boris, sir, but that seems a little unfair.
See, the way we find you is from your cell phone.
It actually looks like the high-resolution model from Resident Evil 1 Remake. Actually, not even the remake. This looks like the model from Resident Evil 1, the OG's FMV cutscenes. It is the same type of helicopter, UH-1, I believe. But it would be funny if it was literally just the same model with a Star of David added.
She never turned it off. We got the Mossad
No,
to
wait,
play.
don't
We found you.
go.
Well, Fiveish, that sounds
Oh
really
Jesus!
exciting.
Oh no! that's a reference to Resident Evil. I did not use the wrong hand too. It was. Wait! Don't go. Jesus! I just realized the context. Oh my God! No, that's not what I meant. God damn. But yeah, that's not a Roman salute. That was
what
a
does that
reference
have
to
do with
Resident Evil
innocent
1's
innocent-
original opening, where Chris just hangs his hand in the air for an uncomfortably long amount of time after just saying the helicopter, "Don't go."
Ifta. Yeah.
Well, you need to learn from Rabbi Steinberger that you need a good Chazara plan. And you need to learn from Shifra Devora that you always need to daven. And you need to learn from Jeff to always be happy. And you need to learn to have bitachon. And you can learn from me that when you don't know a good answer, well, just tell a completely unrelated story.
Do you think Shifra Devora has a good segula for us to get into Masifta?
And goodbye now. And good.
What a transition, Jesus. This just turns into too many cooks with that fucking thing right now.
Luck in Masifta. Goodbye, Yoni. Goodbye, Mendy. Bye, all you Kudalak out there listening. Oh, and
God, the sound mix just went crazy there.
You
You
bet your boots on.
Oh, I love clipping.
Oh, we sure will. Next year.
We're going all the way through the credits. Jesus Christ, though.
Oh,
It's incredibly loud.
You bet your boots on. Oh, we sure will. Next year. I think so.
Any animator out there, I'm not like this authority in animation, but please, if you're doing characters that like have the same animation, it is very easy to go into like their timeline and just toy around with it a little. You can apply the same animation to multiple characters at the same time to be in unison, basically. But you don't want to have them entirely in unison, because that looks incredibly like it looks incredibly unnatural to have them playing the exact same set of motion at the exact same time in the exact same frames. So what you do is you go into their animation timeline and you just move a few keyframes, just a little bit, like 3 frames later, 3 frames before. You can just timing is incredibly important in this to make it look, and the lack of actual synchronized choreography makes it look more natural. And it's pretty easy to fix. Just go through the timeline, vary the keyframes up a little, basic same choreography, but it looks different enough so it doesn't look like you just copy and pasted the animation, the motion onto every character at the same time. We're going to credits, baby.
The special Fiveish way. Thank you.
Did anyone else hear the clipping on his voice too? Oh, that's a lovely picture though. That sunset, very lovely. Look at that. Did you see that lamp floating a little bit? I wonder if that's parallax or what is that? What is that? I know what it is. It's the camera movement didn't stop in the 3D realm. So what it is this is a background applied. This sunset is an applied background through what basically chroma key.
Thank you.
And so the camera didn't stop moving, but the background had stopped moving. Oh, there's no credits. Okay. And there's another Schmorg 7, so I don't know. We will probably end the stream for tonight, and then we will, I mean, no one's watching right now, but we will probably pick this up at some other point. No Cobes tonight, unfortunately. But, regardless, please consider donating to my Ko-Fi. That's, right on target on ko-fi.com/right on target. Minimum donation is like $3, I think. I don't know if there's a way to change that. Whatever. It's you know. I really do need to replace my systems. Almost every one of my hard drives has failed, losing me years of work. It's going to be incredibly expensive to try to recover that. But if you enjoy my work, please consider financially supporting me. I gotta get this new system to do more editing. As far as future content goes, I'm planning on finishing, as Robbie brought up, I'm finishing the Hour of Victory Let's Play Blind. Tempted to try to get a new capture card, but this one probably will work. It might be the HDMI. It's having weird interactions with my TV. I don't know if it's the HDMI or the capture card itself. Granted, that was a free thing from a roommate I had once, so I will probably be able to. I mean, it's the same one I used before, but I will finish Our Victory. I will try to do at least one more mission tonight. I'm just also debating whether I'm going back and probably not. I'll just go in, no recap. That'll be pretty fun, I think. But anyways, it has been good. So I will catch you boys on the... I mean, I say boys, but, you know, that's also because I know my demographics are mostly male, 18 to 35. Anyways, I will see you guys later. But again, check out the Ding Dong Show. That's at Simply Done, the Podcast Network YouTube. By Big 3 Premium membership, I got to get mine worked on. Yeah. Just, please remember, if you're still here at the end of this, during the credits, fucking please like, subscribe, whatever, share. That's important. I have noticed my numbers have been steadily, like, one every stream, it seems. I'm getting a new person, so that's pretty cool. I'm appreciative of that. But yeah, let's try to get the outro as good as smooth as the intro was today. Have a good night, boys.